After analyzing the results of our activities over the past year, the management of our company decided to conduct an advertising campaign. As part of our marketing strategy, we plan to start packaging cough pills in plastic bottles. The packaging process consists of batch dispensing of drugs in a variety of plastic and glass containers. We have been manufacturing pharmaceuticals for 20 years, and we keep mastering new products. Our enterprise is a part of a large production association in Samara. We plan to start packaging the drug in bags in 5 months, so that we could conduct an advertising campaign as soon as possible. I, as a leading technologist for the preparation of production, was commissioned to find equipment that will ensure packaging of tablets in bottles, closing bottles, as well as the apparatus for gluing self-adhesive labels on the bottle. The main criteria in the search were: firstly, all the equipment must be fully automated, and the operation of the machine must be simple and straightforward. It was planned to place the machine in the assembly and filling shop. An important condition was to provide a throughput of at least 10,000 bottles per day in single shift operation, with the possibility of subsequent increase. As a technologist, I understand that in all phases of production, it is important to comply with the requirements for pharmaceuticals: the level of humidity, the temperature in the room. In pharmaceutical production, it is necessary to carry out analytical quality control of raw materials, finished products. We must use quality equipment to meet the requirements of the hygienic services. That is why I took the choice of automatic equipment for filling and capping, as well as the labeling machine seriously. A labeling machine is used to apply labels in automatic or semi-automatic mode to pharmaceutical and medicinal products. I began the difficult task with the most popular method, a search on the internet. On the recommendation of colleagues, the first thing I did was to look at European manufacturers. On my own, I chose 2 companies, one in Italy and one in the Netherlands. Having sent an application to their email, 3 days later I received a reply from the Italian company, which reported that they could not deliver the equipment for packaging due to the suspension of its production, and the labeling machine they have. However, I wanted to buy both machines from the same supplier, so I wouldn't have to spend extra time searching for equipment. The company from the Netherlands wrote in an email that they do not work with CIS countries. The first step was not very good for me. I understood that there are no hopeless situations, so I continued looking for a solution. I found similar equipment for filling tablets into bottles from 3 Chinese manufacturers. I contacted them by telephone. Managers of the companies I selected did not answer me. Whether the machine can produce corked bottles, what size bottles can be used on this machine, when can I get ready equipment. To all these questions I heard the phrase, "We'll do everything." One company started talking to me in Chinese, and I ended the conversation. In the end, I concluded that I would not be able to choose my own equipment for filling pills into bottles, bottle capping, and gluing machine, and I decided to go to a specialist. I needed a professional who would give full information about the machine, its capabilities, test the equipment with our material, talk about delivery terms. It was decided not to consider Chinese intermediaries from the very beginning, because often manufacturers from China have their own direct representatives. I did not want to go through this stage all over again, so I decided to turn to Russian intermediaries for help. I made the choice of a specialist, based on the following criteria: long period of work in the market of pharmaceutical equipment sales, positive customer feedback, the availability of information on the company's website, and convenient terms of delivery of the machine. According to these parameters, I selected 4 companies. After sending an email request to all of them, I didn't get any answer from 2 of them. One company warned me that they don't have their own adjuster, and that I would have to install the equipment myself. This option did not suit me. Only one manager from Moscow was able to quickly give me competent and constructive answers to my questions. I also liked the business-like approach of this specialist. The manager of this company was polite, asked a lot of clarifying questions about the required capacity of the equipment, what material we use for packaging, the loading volume. I told him that I would like to buy it, and a labeling machine. After a preliminary consultation over the phone, the specialist suggested we consider a line of filling, capping and labeling of plastic bottles. I decided to coordinate this option with our company management. The management liked this versatile line that included the 3 desired operations, and we signed a contract to supply the selected machine. Throughout the manufacturing period, I received an email report on the readiness of the order. The machine was delivered on the contracted delivery date. The plastic bottles came from the receiver into the tray, where the flow forming procedure took place. From the sieves mounted on top of the equipment, the white tablets were filled into bottles and, after capping, sent for labeling. The machine was controlled by an LCD screen system. Within 2 weeks after receipt of the machine, we were able to install it, make adjustments and train employees. As a result, We put the product into production in plastic bottles in just 4 months. 3 processes in one line was for me the solution to the task at hand. Perhaps I would not have had such a result in such a short time if I had gone the way of selecting the machine myself. Consulting a professional saved me time, which I decided to spend on researching new developments in the field of pharmaceuticals.